Jonesboro Regional Chamber of Commerce is pleased to offer Compass, the direction you need now. This ongoing social media platform is provided in partnership with the Delta Center for Economic Development located on Arkansas State University's campus. This first installment will be focused on small business administration resources for businesses impacted by COVID-19. Our experts are Laura Miller, Center Director, and Robert Bahn, Lead Business Consultant for A-State's Small Business and Technology Development Center.
I'm Laura Miller, and with me today is Robert Bahn, and we're with the Arkansas Small Business and Technology Development Center at Arkansas State University. The SBTDC is a statewide university-based program that is part of a national network. We're supported by the U.S. Small Business Administration and our host institution and universities. Robert and I are located in Jonesboro, and we provide assistance to small businesses in Northeast and North Central Arkansas. We're here to help our small businesses succeed. We do this through no-cost confidential consulting, events, and research support. Some of our consulting assistance includes marketing plans, market strategies, loan proposals, business expansion, market research, financial analysis, and as of the last couple weeks, disaster response information.
And with this COVID-19 problem, there is some new programs out there that's available to small businesses through the SBA, and they have a website where you can file for relief. It's https://covid19relief.sba.gov, and there's a way to be able to file an online application for some relief. Now, they keep making changes and improvements to the program. In fact, this is a different website than what people used last week. It's a new website that hopefully is more streamlined so that people who do need relief from the COVID-19 disaster can go on and take some action, file an application, and be able to get some dollars to be able to support working capital for what they were taking in versus their expenses. The SBA has got loan officers available to review these applications, and they're trying to process these as fast as possible.
One question we get often is who qualifies for these loans? Well, right now it's small businesses and private nonprofits. SBA has been encouraging all small businesses to apply and let those SBA loan processors make the determination as to whether or not you qualify.
One of the main things that people need to do is realize that they've got debts already. They need to contact all the people that they owe, the banks, the vendors, other people that are depending upon them to repay those debts, and talk with them to see if they can get some relief immediately. What these businesses don't need to do is do nothing and let their loans become delinquent, past due, and destroy their credit report. They need to try to protect their credit report as much as possible and contact their current vendors, contact their current bankers or people they owe money to see if they can get some kind of relief. A lot of banks are doing what they call interest-only payments and giving them 90 days to start making payments. But there's people out there that can help them. They just don't need to sit back and wait for someone to contact them and ask them what they want to do. There's different programs out there. Each different agency has got a program, and people just need to make themselves aware of all the different programs.
Get often asked whether this is a loan or a grant program. My response right now has to be, we're not sure. We get information about the loan portion. This morning we heard a little bit about some of it may be forgiven. We've heard different things that'll be coming out with the new CARES Act. So at this point in time, it's hard to say exactly what is available to a small business, whether it's a loan or a grant. Until that information comes down from SBA, we're not sure on SBA's role in the program either, as far as the new CARES Act.
One of the problems people are going to have is that they're going to call us and we're going to suggest they call their banker. Well, when they call their banker, the banker may say, well, you need to call the SBTDC. I hate to say that that's going to happen, but that was probably going to happen, is that we're telling them to call the banker because they're the ones that have control over their monthly payments now, and they need to take advantage of any program that banks have. I can't tell you specific banks, but I know that different banks that I've talked to recently and with some of my clients, the banks do have programs set up to where they can help them with their cash flow on the loans that they have now. And this is by far the very first thing that people need to do to be able to help themselves during this crisis.
For our small businesses in Jonesboro that were impacted by the tornado on Saturday, that opens a whole new area of disaster assistance. What we've been told is that COVID-19 and tornado disaster assistance will be treated as two entirely different events. Until our tornado damage is declared a national disaster, there is not a lot we can do to provide information on that. Hopefully in the near future, SBA will be able to set up a disaster field office that will handle the physical damage on the tornado loans, but they will not be doing the COVID-19. COVID-19, we've been told, will be done entirely online.
I had a client call me Friday and was talking about the different programs that are out there. And after I talked with him for about 10 minutes, I realized that he really didn't need any of those programs. He needed to refinance his existing debt. Well, neither the EIDL or the CARES Act has any kind of existing loan restructuring. So I sent him to a particular company that does and can help him with restructuring his current debt so that his cash flow will be better. What we try to do is be a resource for people to help them solve the problems that they have and try to help them be able to find the program that does specifically work with their particular problem and not try to put a square peg in a round hole.
Just a few tips for those of you out there. Don't believe everything you hear. There's a lot of misinformation. Find a good website or two and refer back to them. Work with somebody you trust. It's important to work with somebody that knows your small business and is familiar with the unique needs of your business. If you've got questions about the legal or the tax implications of how these programs are going to affect your small business, reach out to your attorney or your CPA about that. And finally, be patient. We're all in this together, and it's going to take some time to work through the process and to recover. If you have questions or concerns, please contact us here at the SBTDC. The best way to reach us is by email, asubsbtdc@astate.edu. That way, as our mailboxes get full, we don't frustrate you and you're able to get those messages into us quickly. We will respond to everybody that emails into us. If you've got additional questions, reach out to the Jonesboro Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Delta Center for Economic Development. And we love our small businesses in our territory and everywhere, and we want you to know that we're here to help.
If you would like to contact the Jonesboro Regional Chamber of Commerce or have questions you would like answered on future installments of Compass, the direction you need now, you can email them at askchamber@jonesborochamber.com. And if you would like to get in touch with the Delta Center for Economic Development, you can call 870-972-3000 or email them at dced@astate.edu.